Every tax season, I'm so confused on if I'm gonna owe money, get money. How am I supposed to know if I'm withholding enough from my paycheck?
So this is actually something that I recommend checking in on your paycheck withholdings every, at least halfway through the year, so that if you're a W-2 earner, maybe you have some outside income, maybe you don't, but you want to make sure that you're going to have a refund at the end of the year. So one thing that I always recommend is if you are starting out and you at a new job and you're filling out the W-4 and you want to have the most amount withheld from your paycheck because you don't want to owe anything at the end of the year. Maybe you don't have any kids, you don't have any other deductions available, no additional credits. So you just an average Joe and you want to make sure that you're all set. I would recommend filing with zero exemptions and in a single status, regardless if you're married. That is the payroll company's way of knowing to take out the most from your paycheck. However, what happens is on your first paycheck, let's say you get paid $1,000, and what they're going to do with the payroll company is they're going to annualize that and say, okay, if you get paid weekly and you get paid $1,000 a week, we anticipate you're going to earn $52,000 that year. So they'll take that $52,000 and rough it into the tax brackets and know that you are going to be taxed the majority of the time at 12%. So they should be withholding, generally speaking, somewhere in the range of 9 to 10% on that, on the earnings there for federal income tax, to make sure that when taking into consideration the standard deduction, that your taxable income times the tax rate of 12%, you should be all set with have had enough withholding throughout the year. The problem that people have is when there's multiple jobs that are in play. And let's say you earn $50,000 at one job and you earn $50,000 at another job. The jobs don't know about each other, so they're all withholding at this lower rate of, say, 10%. But really, what happens at the end of the year is you've now earned $100,000 and you're in potentially a 22% tax bracket, not a 12% tax bracket. And while individually you had enough withholding on one portion of income and the other $50,000 had enough withholding, when you combine them together and now that you have $100,000 of income, you are not, you don't have enough withholding against that $100,000. So for those that might change their job throughout the year or they work multiple jobs, I always recommend, if you can take a paycheck that is in June timeframe or July, even August, and send it over to your CPA Nerd, who can do a little analysis for you and kind of forecast what your end of year withholdings will be at that time and let you know if you're on track or if you need to adjust going forward.